I'm T-Set, and this is a Tea Time Lapse. These past 2 months have been a little bit rough on me, between a depressive episode, a lot of fatigue, art block, low motivation to fight through all the symptoms of my illness. So I really just haven't made much artwork the past 2 months. I was getting really tired of not making any progress on anything, and so I decided to draw some Taijiro fan art. It's quite likely that if you know of me, you also know of Taijiro, but just in case. Taijiro is a Twitch streamer who creates this interactive world of Bassa City that is populated by both humans and creatures called spirits. The characters I am drawing today are 2 of his. They are Olioli, the champion of Keiubasa, and Tal, the giant guardian spirit of Keiubasa. Keiubasa is one of the 5 elemental boroughs of the city, and it is the borough that I've aligned myself with as a fan of his work. It is the borough that represents the water element, and it has canals and a marsh and is by the sea. The people are easygoing but also adventurous, and I'm happy to call it my fictional home. If you attend Taijiro streams, you can set which borough you're from, and it's fun to see which one people choose. I was excited when Taijiro revealed Olioli, because they are a character that is supposed to be timid but works very hard. And as someone who is anxious but very passionate about what I do, I found their character relatable. I've been meaning to draw Olioli and Tal for quite a while now, and just kept not getting around to it. I had actually wanted to draw all the champions back when Taijiro first revealed them on Patreon, but was waiting for them to be released publicly, and then there was a bit of a time lapse there, and unfortunately when they were released I was just in a bad place. But finally doing it, and I'm starting with Olioli because Olioli is my champion and Tal is my guardian spirit. I actually didn't originally intend for this to be a finished piece. It was just going to be a sketch with some colors slapped on, maybe for only my patrons to see. But the next morning I was feeling better about it and motivated to do line art for the first time in a while. Originally I had drawn Tal with only 2 fingers and 1 thumb, and looked back at the reference images and realized they're probably supposed to have 3 fingers and 1 thumb, so I had to correct that when I was doing the line art. It took me a little bit to figure out how I wanted to pose Tal's left claw. As I often am, I was too lazy to look up reference for the folds of the shirt and pants, so I just made them up. If they look okay, that's great. I have continued to be good about using reference for drawing hands, though. I am committed to this. I am going to improve at hands, and the only way to improve at hands is to use reference. I'm going to make up for my stubbornness in my college days of not using reference, and therefore drawing terrible, terrible hands. We will truly never know how good I would have been at art at this point if I used references more. Do not be like past me. Please aspire to be even better than current me. The color scheme of this picture is based on the illustration Taijiro did for the In-Universe Eijojo magazine. Usually when my artwork has a risograph texture, I've layered up colors to emulate the way ink would layer up to create the different colors. But here I just really wanted some texture. I wasn't really looking for a realistic risograph look, so I just skipped straight to the colors that I wanted. Now I'm adding some highlights. I decided to give Tal a kind of amphibious feel rather than a scaled feel. And then I decided to add a sort of rim lighting effect. I didn't have the energy to do the kind of shading that I would normally do, and I was impatient to finish the piece for some reason. Probably because I hadn't finished anything in so long. I was allowing myself to be a little loose with my artwork since I had not really made much of anything in so long, and I didn't want to put pressure on myself for it to be perfect in any way. And then I drew this water effect just so that there was something else going on here, because I left a lot of empty space in the top so that I could use this as a iPad background. And that's the final image. Thank you so much for watching.